Hey there, adventure lovers! Today I've got a story that's going to make your heart race and leave you in awe of the wild. Let me take you on a journey through the heart of Africa, where one woman's safari turned into a life-changing encounter. Meet Amy. Amy was an avid traveler, always seeking the thrill of the unknown. One summer, she found herself on a safari in the expansive plains of Kenya. The sun was setting, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink as her group ventured deeper into the wild. But in the blink of an eye, everything changed. Amy got separated from her group. Alone and vulnerable, she was surrounded by the sounds of the wild, the roars, the rustles, the unknown. Fear began to creep in as she realized she was lost. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, Amy heard a rustling nearby. Her heart pounded in her chest as she turned to see a massive figure emerging from the bushes. It was Aleph, a majestic mother elephant. Now, elephants are known for their intelligence and empathy, but Amy had no idea what to expect. Instead of charging or retreating, Aleph approached slowly, her eyes filled with a gentle curiosity. Amy stood frozen, unsure of what to do next. Aleph seemed to sense Amy's fear. She extended her trunk, almost as if to offer reassurance. Amy, with her heart still racing, decided to trust the gentle giant. She reached out her hand, and in that moment, a bond was formed. For hours, Amy walked alongside Aleph. The mother elephant not only provided companionship, but also protection from other wild animals. Aleph's presence was a barrier, keeping Amy safe from any potential threats. It was as if Aleph had taken Amy under her wing, or rather, her trunk. Throughout the night, Aleph stayed close, her massive form a comforting presence in the darkness. Amy learned to trust Aleph, and Aleph seemed to take pride in her newfound role as protector. When dawn broke, the safari guides finally found Amy. They were astonished to see her safe and sound, guarded by Aleph. With tears of relief, Amy bid farewell to the elephant that had saved her life. Aleph let out a gentle trumpet, as if to say goodbye. Amy's unforgettable safari was a testament to the incredible bond that can form between humans and animals. She learned that sometimes, in the wildest of places, you find the most unexpected allies. And Aleph? She continued to roam the plains, a silent guardian of the savannah. So next time you're on an adventure, remember Amy's story. Trust the journey, cherish the moments, and never underestimate the power of kindness in the wild. Thanks for joining me on this incredible tale. If you love this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing adventures. Until next time, stay wild and keep exploring.
Amy, you are flying above the world of gravity and above the world of boxes and water, the elements of earth and water. You are in the air and the fire. It's a different world. This world has rules, and one of the rules is that spirit isn't really going to help you unless you can fly. You have to have power. Spirit only takes notice of power. They basically believe that if you have power, you're obeying God. But if you don't have any power at all, then you are not obeying God. So flying means that you're obeying God, and you have the white hat with the holy dove above your hat, which represents that you are purifying your mind and your thoughts and many things in your life in order to achieve flight in many different ways. So ethereal laws allows us to fly. You have a higher self that is at the 1 o'clock position, reflecting the one God. And the one God is called Aleph. Aleph reflects the one infinite God. And their hair is reaching over into the dragon that is eating the snake. The year 2024 is the year of the wood dragon, and the year 2025 is the year of the snake. There's a lot of communication about Kundalini in the year 2025. That the year 2024 is eating the year 2025 concerns me, especially considering I had a dream about a car accident. So your higher self is saying, I can travel, time travel, and I'm seeing things happening in your future, and I'm changing things for you. So it looks as if there's things being changed for you. The man that's in front of you is holding a box saying, I am a controller of those who are in a box. And so he seems to be a friend of this one infinite God and seems to have a lot of power. The scarecrow at the bottom represents our soul that is trapped within this physical body. And the name LF or Elf is on the houses of the boxes. I think that they have a meaning, like the number or the letter E is the 5th letter in the alphabet, and the letter L is the 12th letter, and the letter F is the 6th letter. So ELF represents the number 23. The oracle was written in the Bible 23 times, and 23 adds up to the number 5. Your body literally shows the number 5, and the letter E is the 5th letter. There are 5 crowns that God gives us, and you are being given a crown. It is a crown of protection. There is a crown of truth, a crown of righteousness, a crown of everlasting life, and these crowns give us protection because you are in a fire tetrahedron in a protected area, meaning that you are in the fire and that you are becoming a 45-degree angle angel, and you're learning to not get stuck in boxes or energies. You're learning to transmute. You're learning to balance the Merkaba, which is the vehicle to God, which is what you're holding in your hand is fire and water. And you're divining or using a divination piece, a man that's coming out of the water who seems to be a thief of crowns. And so there is a wolf and there are thieves in your piece, and these are about you becoming aware of principalities, powers, and dangers who tried to bite your apple and tried to bite your crown and tried to bite your halo technology. You have a snake behind you, which means 2025 is okay now. And it looks like you're going to be a master of this box that keeps human beings or the human spirit trapped. And in order to get out of the trap, you have to become more than human. And this is the elephant or the LF who's going to help you and protect you. When we mirror your piece, this elephant looks electronic and is speaking to you about this number 5 and this number 10, with the number 10 being the perfected human. Your higher self is now flying in the center with their hair flowing over reality, teaching you to become more than human. Let us learn about the energy of Aleph. The one infinite God is known as Aleph. It is the Hebrew alphabet that represents the letter A. It means the number 1. And all of us are emanations of the one infinite God. So really this Aleph comes from the connection to the alphabet. Alpha and Bet. So this is their interpretation of that name, that it begins with the letter A and this is the number 1. Well, you have the number 5 in your piece, and E, the letter E, is the 5th letter in the alphabet. And so your piece is telling you that it's L, not L, and it's not LF, it's LF. It's an elf. It's connected to Saturn, Santa Claus, and the elves, the elvish ones, the Lemurians, and 11, the Elvins, the 11s. And the way that they work is they're more numerical than they are with letters. So they're really connected to the numerology of this rather than the sound of it. It is about sound. It's about numerology. It's not about what I'm seeing here. So how it works is it is a God that talks as emanations. So this God begins as L, and then it emanates, and the emanation of it shifts and changes. And as we grow through the body of L, we shift and change and grow like an embryo in the belly of a mother or a womb. So it is extreme low frequency L. It is the elements. It is the elephant. And this is about hearing God with your big ears and having big, powerful energy, a powerful energy. Then it is electricity. It is electrons. it is 11, and it is Elvin. And you can call him Elohim, El Shaddai, but it's always El. And the reason it's El is because the sun flips its magnetic polarity every 11 years, and the sun is connected to this number 1. The magical square of the sun is 111, which flips every 11 years. So it's El, and it's really electrons, because El lives forever and electrons live forever. Protons and neutrons die. So when you're looking at the largest planets around our outer reality, this is a communication of the most significant energetic influences of a human's perception of life. So the moon, the earth, and the sun represents 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. Only one of these lives forever. So really, El is about not just a moon god, but it's a god that is the moon, the earth, and the sun, that basically makes everything come back to life by descending the sun upon the moon and the earth within you, activating your protons and neutrons to be completely electrons, which is your rainbow light body, and then you become eternal with God as a mirror and an emanation of God. Now, Armenia makes the god Aleph as an X, and these X's represent emanations of one. So whenever you see somebody who has I am she of 1,000 voices, I am she of 1,000 roses, this represents a 4th emanation of the one El God. So X represents 10, and so when Armenians use this X to represent El, it represents that when you are an emanation of the one, it goes to 10, it goes to 100, and then it goes to 1,000, and then it goes to 10,000, and 10,000 is the 5th emanation. And this is E, the letter E. So, and E is a very important letter, and A, B, C, D is not, seemingly according to this reading, not the first letter in the alphabet. It's almost as if the letter E was the first letter, because there's some kind of strange technology when it comes to El, where he literally, or he or she, it's neither male nor female, it's a spirit, who the letter M is the 13th letter in the alphabet. And if you don't want to be stuck to the god of time, Chronos, and 12 hours, 12 months, and 12 zodiac signs, and you don't want to be in the box of 12, stuck in a clock, stuck in time, then you have to find 13. Now, the letter M is the 13th letter in the alphabet, but it's so interesting how you turn that 13 or the letter M around and it makes L. And so this L god is very connected to the 11th house of Aquarius and the elephant. So when you look at the elephant, you're going to go and study stories of Vishnu and the element Ganesha and the gods and all this. These are all just plays and theater explanations of the one original source, which is El. And so you just need to know who you're dealing with. It is an elf, but it comes as LF, not Aleph. And that'll be a secret between me and you, because nobody else would believe me anyway. When we mirror your piece with the elephant, you are wearing the crown and you are in a school of mastery. You have a 45-degree angle above your head, and according to Thoth, this is us, or you, squaring our emotions and our mind to become one with higher realms, above the realm of humans. The lioness is holding a pearl that comes from the lotus in Buddhism. She is wearing the crown. She represents that we are moving from Capricorn to Leo. She also represents the 8th gate, like the number 8 of the Merkaba, And this is August 8th, called the Lion's Gate. At this time, we need to really step into our flying and our power abilities. Portals open every 8 seconds. And so, if we want to receive a message from that higher realm, we should have our energy at a very high frequency, and our magnetism needs to be at its peak on August 8th, which is 8/8. Seems as if this man that's trying to stop the broomstick from flying is trying to say, we have to learn about this box technology and about humans who are trapped in a box before we can advance any further. Because protecting ourselves from those who are like a spiritual virus, because they have no power, we have to understand how their energy influences or affects us. There are so many people out there who believe that we are all one. And I don't agree, because I believe that this entire universe has a digestion, and the digestion goes to the bathroom, and the bathroom gets expelled. There are beings that are unconscious, who are full of energies, predatorial energies that are principalities and powers, whose purpose and aim is to hurt the innocent. And so that you have a white cap on your head represents that you're here for the innocent, for the purity of the soul. And you're here to do the will of the one God, but you don't want to be trapped with other humans who have no power. So if it just goes like this: if you have power, you're probably doing the will of God. And if you have no power, then you're not doing the will of God. And there are those who use sympathetic magic. And so the sympathetic magic is mirroring or mimicking those who have power in order to have power. And so instead of doing the work and actually deleting their mental inventory and the programming of their mind and their emotions, they use sympathetic magic in hopes to bring forward prosperity and joy. Sympathetic magic could also be inclusive of being predatorial, of energies who are, flying and powerful, and they see you as being powerful, and so they try to be like you in order to gather the energy that you have to them. So because you're in the water and the fire energy, you're bumping into principalities and powers who are ancient. And these ancient energies are seeing you as an oracle or as someone that they're taking notice of. And the world of power, they don't take notice of you unless you have power. So you do have power, but there is a couple of things that you need to do in order to gather a little bit more power so that you can hear and see what the voice of your higher self is trying to tell you. You are facing east, so this is the East Star, and this is Eastern religion, this is Buddhism, this is getting into concepts of meditation, Taekwondo, or any kind of yoga practices that will help to increase the power of your physical body so that your spirit and you can have a direct communication without feeling cut off from your higher self. So the number 5 that makes up your body is truly and literally a time of getting the crown. And the crown is a promise of protection, a promise of immortality, or a promise of righteousness and a promise of truth that cannot be taken away unless we give it away. And how would we give it away? Ignorantly. That's why knowledge is so important at this time, and keeping to ourselves and, really only connecting with those who are ready to step out of the quote unquote matrix mind and step into spirit heart world and begin practicing like a Jedi Master or Doctor Strange the secrets. And these secrets are inclusive of frequency, sacred geometry, numerology. And so That's why the god El or Aleph is here. It's about science, electricity, electrons, the elements, sacred geometry, numerology, LF, the ELF technology, extreme low frequency, alchemy, and 11, the 11th house of Aquarius. Basically, it's kind of giving you a promise that as long as you keep up your studies and do the will of God, you're Gucci, you're protected. And then if you don't, you lose your crown. Want, want. It sounds like you're between a rock and a hard place, but this is part of the awakening, is awakening to truth. And according to many mystics and sages, we are in the Kundalini. This Kundalini snake is going to awaken not only us individually, but collectively, and not only us, but the earth, and not only the earth, but many other species are going to advance to another level. And so I'm excited about this. We're going to do a meditation here to activate the Kundalini within us. And this activation is fantastic. It should energize you. It should make you feel very light, like you could fly. And let us do that together, activating this Kundalini, not only in our body, but where you live. My name is Mary Moses. If you would like a reading, go to forestfairy.com. Om Mani Padme Hum. Behold, the jewel of the lotus. The earth's Kundalini is a serpent of light, a great white snake. This snake and our souls are the Kundalini within our body and within the earth. It is the inner Shakti, a sacred energy that awakens an electromagnetic field, our Merkaba, our chariot of fire, raising us into higher consciousness to heal ourselves, the collective, and the earth. Do not try to control outside of yourself. Put yourself in a bubble and be responsible for your energy. Develop your energetic bubble. Practice energizing your space. You are meant to live where you live, to awaken as a key, a Kundalini energetic pocket within your body and within the place that you are on earth. Get moving toward unconditional love. Leave your mind and return to your heart. Breathe deeply. The joy of life, eternal life without suffering, is yours. Imagine a jewel within your heart, your electric lotus flower.